What if I told you the one thing that's separating you from the life that you want to live wasn't luck, wasn't talent, or circumstances? It's something you can develop starting today. And no, it's not what most people think. Yo, Fede Fede, welcome back to the channel where we are on this journey together, building the life we actually want and not the one that's just happening to us. I am Biso, and today we are diving into something that can literally change our entire lives: the discipline mindset, the foundation that makes everything else possible. Here's the thing: most people think discipline is about restrictions, punishment, or having some kind of superhuman willpower. And that's exactly why most of them fail at it. I used to be a person that would set goals, get motivated for a few days, maybe a week, and then life would happen. I would make excuses, skip days, and eventually give up entirely. Sound familiar? The problem wasn't that I lacked willpower. The problem was I completely misunderstood what discipline actually is. And when I learned that, everything changed. So let's start with what a discipline mindset actually is. What it isn't. It's not about being rigid or never having fun. It's not about punishment or deprivation. It's not something you're born with or without, and it's definitely not about being perfect. A disciplined mindset is the ability to consistently choose what serves your future self over what feels good right now. It's mental strength, like a muscle that gets stronger with practice. It is the bridge between where you are right now and where you want to be. Okay, think about it this way. Every single day you're faced with hundreds of small choices. Get up when the alarm goes off or hit snooze. Eat something nutritious or grab whatever's easiest. Work on that important project or scroll social media. A person with a disciplined mindset has trained themselves to automatically make the decisions that align with their long-term vision, especially when they don't feel like it. Discipline isn't about restrictions, it's about freedom. Being free from the chaos of impulsive decisions. You're free from the regret of not following through. You're free to create the life you actually want instead of what just happens to you. What does developing a disciplined mindset actually do for you? On a personal level, discipline builds genuine confidence. Not the fake it till you make it kind, but the real confidence that comes from knowing you can trust yourself to do what you say you will do. It reduces anxiety because you are not constantly worried about all the things you should be doing but aren't. You sleep better at night knowing you are moving towards your goals instead of away from them. But that's not all. When you start developing a disciplined mindset, everything in your life starts to change. And I mean everything. In terms of health, instead of yo-yo dieting, you develop sustainable eating habits. Exercise becomes non-negotiable because you understand it's an investment, not a punishment. Relationships. You become the person who shows up consistently. You keep your word, you're present in conversations, and people learn they can depend on you. Career. You meet deadlines. You develop skills even when no one is watching. And you build a reputation for reliability and excellence. Finances. You can create gratification, make long-term investments, and avoid impulsive purchases that derail your financial goals. But here's the real game changer. You start to respect yourself. When you consistently do what you say you're going to do, it builds real confidence. When you consistently say you're going to do something and actually do it, even when nobody is watching, you build unshakable confidence. You start to trust yourself. You know when you set a goal that you're actually going to achieve it. But here's the real magic. It's the compound effect. Small disciplined actions done consistently creates massive results over time. We're talking about the difference between dreaming about change and actually creating it. Now let me share my own journey when I was beginning to build a disciplined mindset. So basically, when I started this journey of personal development, my goal was simple: to better my life in every aspect, in every area. Financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, etc. One of the most important things I came across was having the right mindset, a disciplined mindset. And that started with the gym. I thought if I could level myself up physically, that it would put me in the right frame of mind to go after my goals. What I liked most about the gym was the pump. When you get the pump, you don't have to imagine what progress looks like. You can see it right in front of you. It showed me that if I stay consistent and keep pushing, the results will come. But I noticed something else. Some days were good and some days were bad, even though I was lifting the same weights. The lesson was showing up and pushing through the tough days eventually gets you results. That's when I started seeing gym as a metaphor for life. In life, just like training, there are good days and bad days, but if you stay consistent, keep pushing and don't give up, and trust the process, you will eventually reach the bigger picture. So then exercising had become a non-negotiable for me. And whenever I drift off or let my distractions win more than usual, being in the gym helps me align myself with my goals. It helps me remember the bigger picture and where I want to be. And then when I'm refocused, I'm reminded of what discipline actually looks like. Granted, there are many obstacles that I've faced and still face to this day. I'm not perfect, but I am aiming to be my better self. Now let's talk about the obstacles you're going to definitely face, because knowing them ahead can make the difference. Obstacle number 1, all or nothing thinking. This is the I missed one day, so I've completely failed mentality. You skip your workout on Tuesday and decide the whole week is ruined. This is perfectionism disguised as high standards. The solution? Progress over perfection. One bad day doesn't erase your previous progress. So just get back on track the next day. Don't wait for Monday or the next month. Obstacle 2, waiting for motivation. I'll start when I feel motivated. I'll do it when I'm in the right mood. Motivation is like the weather. It changes constantly and it's completely out of your control. Disciplined people don't wait to feel like it. They do it even when they don't feel like it. That's literally what makes it disciplined and not just doing what you want. Obstacle 3, changing too much at once. You decide you wake up at 5 a.m., work out for an hour, meal prep, meditate, read, and learn a new language. All starting Monday. By Wednesday, you're overwhelmed and you've quit everything. Focus on one habit at a time. Master that before adding something new. Your brain can only handle so much at once. Obstacle number 4, social pressure. Let's say your friends make fun of your new health kick. Your family questions why you suddenly so intense. People who aren't working on themselves often feel threatened by those who are. You may need to set boundaries if this happens, and possibly find new people who support your growth. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. And the last one, perfectionism. Obstacle 5. If I can't do it perfectly, I won't do it at all. This stops more people than any other obstacle. You're so afraid of doing it wrong that you don't start at all. Remember, done is better than perfect. Imperfect actions beat perfect inactions every time. Okay, enough theory. Here are 4 techniques that can help you build a disciplined mindset starting today. Technique number 1, the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Reply to that text, file that document, wash that dish. For bigger tasks, commit just 2 minutes to start. Tell yourself, I'll work on that project for just 2 minutes. Usually starting is the hardest part, and often you will go beyond the 2 minutes. But even if you don't, you've made a habit of showing up. Technique number 2, implementation intentions. This is about creating if-then statements that make decisions automatic. Instead of saying, I'll exercise more, you say, when I wake up, I will immediately put on my workout clothes and do 10 push-ups. The formula is, when X happens, I will do Y. This moves the decision-making process from the equation and creates automatic responses to specific situations. Technique number 3, the discipline stack. Link new disciplined behaviors to habits you already have. If you already brush your teeth in the morning like everybody should, then that's your anchor. Right after brushing your teeth, you will do a new habit. Maybe it's writing a gratitude journal or doing stretches. Start incredibly small and build gradually. We're talking about 1 push-up, 1 page of reading, or 1 minute of meditation. The goal is consistency, not intensity. Technique number 4, future self visualization. Regularly visualize your disciplined future self. What does that person's day look like? How do they make decisions? What do they focus on? When you're facing a decision between what's easy and what's right, ask yourself, what would my future self do in this situation? This creates an emotional connection to your long-term vision and makes your short-term sacrifices feel worth it. This isn't about becoming a robot or never having fun. It's about becoming someone who can trust themselves, someone that says what they mean and does what they say, someone who creates their life intentionally instead of just letting it happen to you. And here's the beautiful thing. The more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes. It literally rewires your brain to make better choices automatically. Okay, last thing, here's a challenge. Pick one area in your life where you want to be more disciplined in. Not 3, not 5, just 1. Maybe it's waking up 15 minutes earlier, or putting your phone away during meals. Maybe doing 10 push-ups before you shower. Start small, be consistent, and trust the process. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below telling me the one habit you're committing to for the next 30 days. And hey, come back and update us on your progress. This community is here to support you. If this video helped you understand discipline differently, please hit that like button and subscribe for more videos. The next video will be on goals and how to set them properly. Remember, building a disciplined mindset isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about becoming the person that shows up for themselves consistently, especially when it's hard. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, let's keep building.